I don't get how people get mad at Divest Zealot for showing different news stories with black men committing different types of crimes and many different ways they have expressed bad behavior. I don't understand why black men don't actually have any sense of responsibility or understanding of their own image and keeping their image at a better level, basically. Why don't you hold the men accountable for giving black men a bad image? Like, why is it that you find it's offensive for her to show these stories when it's black men who are basically giving her that type of content? They constantly give her content to make because of their behavior. And she doesn't even touch half of it. She only may touch just a couple stories twice a week. Do you know how many stories are out there that she could have access to? I mean, it's crazy. So many stories, and she can never even cover all of them because, every day, there's a new story. There's not just one new story, there's so many stories, And, I don't see it as a thing of, oh, this is what black men are. What I do see it as is, well, this is not a good image for black men, yes. But no one can really destroy black men's image besides a black man. And black men constantly do that. Now, the thing is that many of the time these people get mad at people pointing out that black men are destroying black men's image. And it's weird to me because it's like, why don't you get mad at the black men messing up black men's image? Why don't you get mad at the black men who are making black men seem like they are very dangerous, scary individuals who no one wants to be around? Why don't you address them? Why don't you address the fact that these men are the same men who are likely to kill you more than black women, more than black children, more than white people of any gender or any age, you know? Why don't you address that? I mean, you have a personal interest, but the reason why a lot of black men don't address those people is because they are those people. And that's why they get mad. That doesn't mean every black man is a bad black man. No. Many black men may just stay quiet. But the ones who are vocal and angry at people pointing out the issues that black men have put forward and have created an image of themselves that is not conducive, the ones who are mad that people point this out, those are the ones who have done something or have some relation to those people. Because otherwise, you would just see those people as a danger to yourself because those are the very people that hurt you more often than anyone else. But you don't care about your safety if you are the one hurting other black men. You don't care about your safety when you're the one hurting other people because you feel like you are the one who's going to come out victorious because you're the big bad wolf basically that everyone's talking about. So that's my thing. It's just like when people get mad at Divested Zealot for showing the news, it's like, okay, then you don't like facts. You don't like truth. That's not a lie. The story is real. You know, she's not making up any story about black men. These are real stories that black men have perpetrated basically different crimes and different news stories for her to report. If you're mad at her reporting, then you should be focused on that black man who gave her content to report. Because it's literally criminalized black men who basically are supporting her channel because they give her content that she can actually use on her platform. So it's obviously really not her that you have an issue with. It's actually the black men committing the crimes. Well, why don't you ever address them? And why, for the men who are quiet, why are you so scared? Why are you so scared of criminalized black men not to understand that, of course, they're messing up your image. Of course, they're making you look badly. And you aren't doing anything to actually try and improve and make better of your group as a whole, as black men. Instead, you're just being quiet and hoping, basically, if you outdo them in behavior, basically, that they will be able to eventually not be associated with you. But you don't want to actually do anything about fixing the fact that there are so many criminalized black men, and they honestly overpopulate the prison system and overrepresent in the prison system 3 times their population. See, black American women overrepresent by 1.5 times their population. You guys do it 3 times your population. And you can see this too. On channels like Divested Zealot, she actually talks about the mammies and the criminalized mammies. She talks about them. So she actually is accountable and actually talks about the bad black women. Why can't you talk about the bad black men to basically point out the difference between you and bad black men? Or is it just that bad black men and you are the same? That's why you don't make a distinction. That's why you get offended. That's why you get so angry that people are pointing it out, because they are exposing who you are. If you weren't being exposed, you wouldn't be caring about what she's posting, because it would have nothing to do with you. But because it has to do with you, you have an issue with it. And this doesn't have to do with just, for example, black men who have been in and out of prison. This could be a black man who has done things in the past. Maybe they've done better and changed their route of the way they want to live their lives. But even in that case, of course, those people would have sympathy for criminalized black men, because they too were once a criminalized black man. Now, as I'm saying as before, I don't think all black men are criminalized, but I do think that the ones who aren't are very quiet sometimes, and they seem almost like feminine to me, because why won't you speak out against black men? Sorry about that, I got cut off. But yeah, why won't you talk against black men who are criminalized? You know? And I think because it might also have to do with the whole idea that black men sometimes view their blackness as form of animalization, and an idea that they can't control themselves because of their darker skin. I've talked to some people who have that view of themselves, and it's a sad situation, you know. But I think that in part, maybe they think innately they do have that tendency. So then they might think that that is who they truly are, but they work against it. That's some people with some types of, I guess, views of negativity towards their blackness. Then there's other people, for example, who, you know, like I said, I think they feel like they've always been attacked for not being that same criminalized black man and misbehaving black man, that they feel like they can't speak up. But either way, you know, at the end of the day, you can't really blame her for, you know, making the videos when they're out there for anyone to see. So, I mean, like, she's just picking a few and just showing them on her channel. So you can't really be upset at her. If anyone, and the real person that you're really upset at, the real culprit in this, is the black man who was committing whatever crime she was speaking of. So that's all I have to say here. You know, she's not lying about you guys. She's actually telling the truth, you know. And she's telling the truth about some black men that she features on her channel, you know. I'm not saying that that's all black men. She's not talking about specific black men who don't commit those crimes and don't live that life. You don't see them on her channel, so why are you complaining? I feel like it's obviously a situation of the hit dog is gonna holler, you know, because the ones that weren't hit weren't even spoken of, you know. So that's all I have to say in this video. I think that people shit on one of those black men. You should be concerned about those kind of black men, because those are the main type of black men who will literally try to kill you. And I don't understand why you would advocate for your own, most likely your own, killer. It makes no sense, and it's just dumb. So that's all I have to say for this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Like and subscribe. Bye.